Chasing that money, living for the thrill, aiming for the top, gotta make the kill. Street smart, no room for the weak. Cross us once, you'll feel the heat. Taking what we want, we don't ask.
I'll fuck with Chat GDT to make a t-shirt design for Cheap Fight Steve. And now it doesn't want to do it.
Whether bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. Following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay.
We should have came in the back.
Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain. But in this city, ain't nobody in the way. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay. We're the kings of the night, here to stay.
Yeah. Viewer discretion time.
Viewer discretion is advised.
What up, heel faction? Welcome back to Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. I'm Dark Cordz. That's Draven Grimes. And it's Tuesday, so you know what that means. We've got Edgar from the Snug Wrestling Podcast in the house with us, bringing you the biggest news stories of the week in wrestling. We've got
we got some bullshit tonight.
Some crazy shit. A big heel turn happened, and some returns happened, and some titles changed. So we'll get to it all right after this.
Cool. Living fast, we ain't slowing down. Always learning to turn heads around. Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys reign, never following the norm, always causing pain.
How you doing, fellas?
What up?
Yeah, I can't cry anymore because I've laughed all my tears out of my eye ducts.
Oh my god. How you doing, Edgar? What's going on?
Happy Tuesday, y'all. A whole bunch of crazy shit, man. After what we saw Saturday and last night, man.
Mm-hmm.
I'm doing pretty good.
All right.
Very good.
Well, let's go ahead and get into it. What you got first?
Let's start off with the John Cena heel turn.
Oh, we starting big.
Cody Rhodes gave The Rock his answer, told him to go fuck himself. And I believe, if I'm not mistaken, last time we spoke, one of you guys called this, what if it's John Cena all along? What if he's the one that joins The Rock? And that's exactly what happened, fellas. How were you guys feeling after you guys saw that?
I'll let y'all go first on this one.
You let me go first. Not disappointed. I'm only disappointed in the fact that I'm not getting Homelander Cody just yet. I'm excited to see what's about to happen. Because as he said on Chris Van Vliet many times, he's had gear and music and everything set for a heel turn as far back as 2012. So he's always wanted to do this. It's just been, when's a good time? And I mean, at this point, if it's not now, it's never. So I'm okay with it. I've been more entertained about the countless videos of children crying because of it and a few adults. I like how they're building the tension up with us having to wait till March 17th, which, fun fact, everybody, March 17th, 2005 was the debut of the My Time Is Now theme song when he switched over from Basic Thugonomics. Is it coincidence that we're possibly going to get a new theme song with this new heel version of John Cena? I don't think so. I think that was planned from the start as far as if this was going to go down. Now the question is, if we remember back at Bad Blood at the end of that pay-per-view when Rock came out, did the throat cut, and he threw the 3 up, right? With this one, he threw up the 2. Does that mean there's going to be a third person in this little dynamic? And if so, who is it?
It's a good question. Yeah, I've seen a lot of like stuff about that where he slashes her with the 2, and that Rock's 3 is the same thing as Cena's hustle, loyalty, respect. I don't know. I mean, maybe Travis Scott is their third one.
Man, if he's fucking throwing punches like that, he's gonna get a lot of fucking potatoes.
Yeah, no, but I'm so fucking excited about Cena's heel turn. I can't wait to see what he debuted, how, what he looks like in his debut with the new character, his new look. There's got to be new music.
Well, I mean, he's had the master track since 2012, just sitting on a flash drive at his house.
Yeah,
but does he go that route, or does he get a new mix of something?
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how the heel music still holds up today.
Well, I couldn't tell you until I listened to it.
Well, no shit.
I mean, unless it's Bad Man, which I'm down.
Bad man.
I'm down like Charlie Brown for that motherfucker.
Yeah, absolutely. But no, I'm so excited. I mean, when I picture a heel John Cena, that's complete opposite of everything we've known about Super Cena. It's long black pants, high and tight or bald hair, and a black and white t-shirt. No more colors, no more Fruity Pebble shit. A black t-shirt with white lettering, black long pants. He's got to be completely different.
Now, see, I see that, but I can also see where he would do something more along the lines of how Chris Jericho reinvented himself in 2008, going from the hustle, loyalty, respect look to a straight suit and tie. This is now just nothing more than a business to him. He's not trying to entertain the folks. He's there to do a job, and that's it. I mean, I'm not saying entirely rip off corporate Kane, but if he comes out with a suit and tie, that's how I'm seeing it. He's just going to come out, pull off the fucking shirt, pull off the tie and shit, work in the long slacks, maybe have his old fucking boots on or some shit. But I don't see him pulling out those old low cut singlets that he had made fucking 15 years ago for that shit.
No.
I've seen a picture of him. As flattering as they are, John just doesn't have the body for that anymore. So what do you think about this, Edgar?
I wonder if we're gonna hear him talk at all, because what's John Cena mostly known for? Babyface John Cena is mostly known for cutting the babyface promos, getting the crowd hyped up, and now he has the power to piss off a lot of people, make a lot of kids cry in the arena. But do you really think John Cena is going to take it that far? Do you really think John Cena is capable of cutting the most heelest, meanest promo? Like, people make me sick.
I think John Cena I think John Cena is going to cut the greatest promo of all time when he finally comes back and talks. I think it's going to be such a shock to the fucking system that people are going to lose their mind. I'm talking about, they trademarked Break a Wish. Like this, he is going heel.
Yep. He's going all in on this one. But here's the thing. His return to Raw is March 17th. We've already established this. I don't see him talking March 17th. I see him getting that Dominic Mysterio heat that he first fucking had. I see John Cena getting that heat.
Mm-hmm.
I see him just holding that microphone, letting the fucking crowd boo the shit out of him. When he finally goes to take a fucking a word in, he drops the fucking microphone and leaves. Because everybody wants to hear what he has to fucking say. And what's more heelish than not giving the fans what they want?
I have a feeling that The Rock is going to do most of the talking for him, which would suck, but like...
No.
No, I don't think so, because Cena is, I mean, he's on the Mount Rushmore of mic skills. I mean, you don't do that just, you can't take away such a big part of somebody's presence.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm not saying like he just doesn't talk at all. I'm just saying that first appearance, he doesn't talk. Hell, he might not even come out with music. He might just fucking walk out with a fucking spotlight on him, no music, and let the fucking crowd boo the shit out of him all the way up and all the way fucking out. And let Michael Cole tell that fucking story. Because Michael Cole's going to fucking go straight JR on this motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
And if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, I'm talking about back when fucking JR was like really fucking shredding Triple H on the fucking commentary.
Mm-hmm.
Like that level of fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, but one thing's for sure, we got to have new music, or maybe
he needs
they play his music and he comes out and he's like, turn this song off, turn this music off. We're not doing this no more or something, but it can't be the same song because people automatically pop for John Cena when that song hits. And we're not doing that anymore. So,
well,
he's still going to get cheered.
I'm about to say, you brought up a good thought last night. It got thrown around into my theme music that I was working on, but you had a good thought. What if the start of his new track, you say Basic Thugonomics, just starts off with that.
Yeah.
I say starts off with The Horns of My Time Is Now, but just fades out and then goes into his new music just for that first time.
Yeah.
Because you know, as soon as you hear the horns, like it's instinct to pop. It's instinct to fucking cheer. Similar to how Rock came out in 2015 to help Roman Reigns at Royal Rumble. Like the pop was there and then everybody realized what the fuck was going on and it went straight into fucking booze. It's going to be the same thing March 17th.
They like remix it into something else.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, just blend it. Just the and then just mix right into his new joint.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can see that happening. But when it comes to, is anyone else going to join? I saw an interesting tweet by Drew McIntyre shortly after Monday Night Raw, kind of defending The Rock after the CM Punk promo, which we'll get into.
Mm-hmm.
So it could be, I mean, who's more than likely to sell out? You know, I think Drew McIntyre would be a good candidate, especially because he complains all the time of getting screwed over. So this would be a good way for Drew McIntyre to finally get what he wants.
Yeah.
Yeah, not wrong. I think another good candidate would probably be Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
Leaving Elimination Chamber. We'll talk about in a minute the return. He's looking for protection now because he's done pissed off the most dangerous man in WWE. You thought it was Kevin Owens. You've never seen an unhinged Viper like 2009 Viper.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's about to come back. So now he's going to be looking for protection. He's going to be looking for The Rock to protect him. I can see Kevin. I could see Kevin falling into that.
Yeah.
Me too.
Sure.
What about you? If you had to pick somebody.
If I had to pick somebody. Well, wasn't there a little rumble about like 3 of the jilted guys coming together about like everyone was like saying Drew McIntyre, Kevin Owens, and
Seth Rollins.
Okay, yeah, coming together, but I think I don't know, maybe Seth. I don't know.
I don't know. As much as he was in Cody's face about not choosing the fucking Rock. I mean, you got.
Oh, you guys are gonna love this one.
I'm listening.
Logan Paul.
Fuck you. fuck you and everything you fucking stand for. Ladies and
I
gentlemen,
mean,
go to
wouldn't
the
that-
Streamlabs
wouldn't
merch
that be
site and
heat?
go buy all the fuck Logan Paul shirts. I'll even put them at a discount, 2 pennies
Can you-
off.
Can you imagine though? Everyone hates The Rock and John Cena right now. Who better than to put the third most hated guy in all of WWE, Logan Paul?
Here's
Yeah,
the
but he's not. He's not the third most heated guy. He's hated.
there's a
that's what I said,
difference.
hated.
But-
Yeah, no, I know, but there's a difference.
Yeah, here's the thing though. You put Logan Paul in the same ring with John Cena, they're going to start cheering John again, even if they side with each other.
Right.
Like
I don't
Logan
know,
has
man.
go home heat. He doesn't have fuck you heat at this point. They just want him to go home and not come back.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but other than that, I'm excited about it. But I want to ask you guys about another thing about this segment. The
Mhm.
whole Travis Scott thing. Travis Scott was in the ring during this segment, and a lot of people were wondering why. After the Elimination Chamber, there was multiple reports coming out that Travis Scott is actually training to be in the ring. And then we all saw the video of him smacking the total shit out of Cody Rhodes.
Dude, he
Which, by the
fucking
way,
potatoed
pissed me
him.
off because I'm like, what the fuck? And it turns out Travis Scott bursted Cody Rhodes' eardrum and gave him a black eye. This was the sources, multiple reports, multiple sources reported this. Travis Scott really smacked the shit out of Cody. What did you guys think about that?
Dude, when I saw it, like I was like, "What? Did that really just happen?" And then they started showing, you started getting different angles and shit. Like, I'd beat Travis Scott's ass.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
100%. There'd be no fucking no. You
Yeah.
don't. You don't walk into our holy land and not pull a punch and fuck somebody up on your first attempt. Like
Mhm.
there's
And on your world and on your champion too, of all people.
Yeah.
yeah. I just think that it's I don't know, man. It definitely rubbed me the wrong way. It definitely would have been discussed further backstage. Whether with words or not, like it's. I'm sure, I'm sure if Travis apologized, but if he had like a cocky attitude about it, like he portrays in his music, like if it's not, if he's a cocksucker about it and not humble about it, I mean, he should get his ass beat for
This
sure.
is also the same guy that had a concert, a festival, and multiple people died at his show, and he continued the show. Like, this is a guy that runs purely on adrenaline. In the heat of the moment, he doesn't know how to control himself. Like,
Yeah.
he's just all about fun, turning up, and he doesn't care about anyone else. So I think he just got lost in the moment, and he just got way overly too excited, which in my opinion, he's a fucking what's the word? He's a liability. If they put him in the ring, it's gonna be dangerous for him and for whoever else is in the ring with him.
And I agree with that 100%. And if anything, Saturday night showed everyone that, even though he's training, I want to know who the fuck he's training with, because I guarantee you there's not a single worker or trainer on this fucking planet that showed him how to fucking throw that right hand.
No.
No, that was a straight up potato. And even if he fucking apologized, he's still taking one back.
Oh, sure.
Fuck. I don't care. I mean, Cody was more professional about it than I was, because that was fucking me. That segment was fucking canceled live. I'm jumping up and I'm fucking him. It's going to be a fucking hate crime with what I fucking do to him. There was no reason, none, for him to fucking throw that right hand at all.
No.
Cody was already down. Cody was already selling. Fucking let it be. But he had to fucking put his 2 cents in. He's like a fucking week 1 greenhorn, going into business for his fucking self. And he's going to fucking do that. Hunter needs to fucking take a step back. and say, is this really worth it? I know we had some success with Bad Bunny. I know we had quote unquote success with Logan Paul. Is this worth the risk after seeing that?
I can't hear you guys.
Test. Can you hear us?
Yeah,
He's fucking
okay.
with shit.
I can hear you at least.
All right. What were you saying?
I'm gonna fuck Travis Scott up if he ever fucking did that
Oh,
mid segment. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, no, it was amateur. I wouldn't have immediately gone to ass whooping, but if there was any hint that he was cocky about it, he would need all of his security.
Oh, I should have sent you guys the backstage videos after the segment with Triple H and The Rock and Gorilla.
Oh,
Everyone was just all hyping him up, hyping up Travis Scott. Oh man, that was great. Yeah, what'd you guys think? And Travis Scott was like, "Oh man, I'm ready to go in the ring tomorrow. I'm gonna start my training." And Triple H was like, "I told you it was gonna be fun." Yeah, oh my god. And it was just all love and everything was all positive. And I'm just like, dude, what the fuck, dude? Like,
now that
I don't know,
also
man.
that
Different
also
times, I
might have been
guess.
before he found out about the fucking busted eardrum and black eye.
Sure it was.
I'm sure that attitude changed after he found out this information.
Or, they're like, oh, well, this is a big fucking star. He's getting a lot of views on our program, so we're going to treat him nice.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah.
But
What point?
that was
At what point, though?
what happened with the whole Travis Scott and Cody Rhodes thing. Cody Rhodes is also a really nice guy, too. So,
Yeah, absolutely.
But Cody's also one of those people that once you cross that line with him, you don't come back.
Right.
Like if you become fucking unsafe, he's not going to work with you anymore.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care if your best friend is the fucking CEO of this company.
Yep.
yeah, absolutely.
All right.
Well, let's throw it to a commercial before our next story, unless you got anything else to say about Cena.
Nope, I'm good.
All right. Well, we will be right back.
John Cena sucks.
Vodka, Evolve, Castell. Indulge in the Red Revolution.
All right, we are back. Don't forget about the YouTube memberships. We got it 3 tiers as low as 99 cents a month. You get great perks on each tier. Check it out. It's a join button around this region here. So,
Dude, vertically, you just tickled his head.
oh yeah,
Yeah. You caressed his head like a nutsack. How do you feel?
stimulated.
All right.
All right, what's next?
What's next is we're going to talk about the Jade Cargill return.
Okay.
The Elimination Chamber started off with the Women's Elimination Chamber. And right when the bell rang, here comes the storm. Liv, Bianca, and Naomi were all standing there looking shocked. And Jade Cargill went after Naomi, which pretty much answers some of our questions as to who was responsible for the attack. Everything looks like it's Naomi, the one that did it. But there's still a lot of questions about this. So,
Well, we talked about this before, and you both said Bianca, and I said I still don't know that it's this simple. That it's that it's Naomi. I don't think it's that cut and dry, but in my mind, she had the most to gain, so she was like my number one suspect.
Right. But also, as we discussed last night, what if it was one of those situations of it was Bianca, but she disguised herself just enough to make it look like Naomi was the one? You know, whether it put on a wig, put on, you know, one of her entrance coats, some shit like that, put on glow shoes, whatever. Just enough to blindside her from behind and cost her, I guess it was the women's tag team title at that time. But Jade only saw just enough to think it was Naomi. I mean, that's still my running theory until it's proven otherwise. So, Edgar,
That's
what
what
do
I'm
you
hoping
think?
for. I'm hoping it's Bianca because I feel like Bianca's got more of a heelish attitude. I feel like she can naturally be a better heel.
Have we ever seen a heel Naomi?
Yes, and it sucked absolute ass.
Okay. It's like other than the Funkadactyls.
No, no, because the breakup of the Funkadactyl, she went babyface and the other girl went heel.
Right.
But she did at a time go heel when they did that women's revolution when they had the three women teams. When they had the NXT call ups, and she was on Team Bad with Sasha and Tamina.
I remember.
And they ran heel.
I remember that.
And it was dog shit.
Yeah. Okay.
The other thing too that I thought was a little weird was how crazy Bianca sold it at the Elimination Chamber while she was crying and the dramatics banging on the glass and all these crocodile tears and the yelling. She wins the chamber. 2 days later at Monday Night Raw, she's calm, she's cool, she's collected, she's cocky again. It's like everything's all good now.
Yeah, at the beginning of Raw, when she was just on the phone, like not a care in the world, it was like, really? That was kind of quick. Like, wouldn't you be charging around backstage trying to figure some shit out, not just like making jokes on the phone and dancing to yourself?
Would not be dressed like a fucking polar bear. That's for fucking sure. I'm coming dressed for a fight.
Right.
Little suspicious, I thought.
And apparently she hadn't talked to either one of them. Like, you would think.
Oh, bullshit. Again,
At least
this
go
might
check
have
on
been
your
planned to
friend.
get both of them off her fucking ass. Why are you riding my coattails kind of thing?
Yeah, could be. Very odd. But
Yeah,
yeah,
and,
I mean, if you take the low-hanging fruit, then Naomi was the culprit. But she seemed genuinely surprised that she was getting attacked.
And it's like I said last night when we were talking about it. If you go back and watch when Jade got in the fucking chamber, you got that shot of Naomi, but behind her in that pod was Bianca. And what was Bianca doing? She was getting her fucking entrance gear off, getting ready for a fucking fight. And as soon as Naomi got attacked, it fucking switched. There's more to the story than they're letting on.
Yeah, I believe so too.
Yep, absolutely. And as of now, Bianca is going to WrestleMania. We'll talk more about that later on. And that just leaves Jade Cargill and Naomi right now. They're probably going to have a thing, or I don't know. But if you guys were to take a guess, do you guys want to take a wild guess to see like what this is going to turn out to be for WrestleMania?
Fatal 4.
Yeah, that's what Draven's theory is. I don't know. I mean, I guess that would, because right now Rhea Ripley's not on WrestleMania, and that shit is not going to happen. She's too big of a face to not be in WrestleMania. So I guess they're going to finagle some way for Rhea and maybe Naomi to be in that title match.
No, I've pretty much got it figured out.
Okay.
Follow me on this.
I'm following.
Let me cook.
Cooking.
All right. Io won the title last night. Correct? No doubt. No shady bullshit. Got the 1, 2, 3. Awesome. What was the cause of it? Bianca got involved, right? So at WrestleMania, she inserts her rematch clause. Because there's nothing saying from that chamber match that is guaranteed a one-on-one title match. It's just a guaranteed title match.
Okay.
So what if the contract for her rematch clause states she can do it at WrestleMania, turn it into a 3-way? Naomi's on the shelf right now because of that beatdown. She's not able to compete, but Jade is. Jade's been doing her own shit. Comes to find out a few weeks down the fucking line, that Bianca set up Naomi for Jade to take out. Okay? That has Adam Pearce interject her into that women's world title match. Granted, she's on SmackDown. No, nobody cares at this point. It's fucking WrestleMania season.
Right.
That's where Naomi returns in this fucking fatal 4-way.
Mm-hmm.
That takes out Bianca and takes out Jade. They're out of the contention. That puts Io and Rhea back in one-on-one contention, and that's where Rhea wins the fucking title again.
You want Rhea to win it again, huh? No, that sounds dope.
Yeah, no, I like that idea.
Well, I'm a world-renowned booker, according to my bio.
Yeah, world renowned, world renowned.
Yeah.
No, I think that would be a great situation. I mean, hopefully Jay can keep up in a match like that. But it really, see, it annoys me when a championship changes hands just for one fucking month. Like, I think it's complete bullshit to do that to the fans. Like, give somebody a title run,
mm-hmm.
or don't take the fucking belt off. Like, if she's just a transitional champion back to Rhea, like, why even have her win?
To let Rhea have that moment of winning a title at Mania instead of retaining. You know it tastes different.
Yeah. I don't know.
And here's the thing.
Just annoying.
And here's the thing. If you want Io to come out strong on that, have Naomi do the fucking interference. Have Jade figure it out. They double team on Bianca. Io's already taken out by Rhea on the floor somewhere. Rhea gets in the ring, takes advantage of the fact Bianca's got the shit beat out of her, hits the fucking riptide. Have Bianca take the fucking pinfall, who started all this bullshit anyway. So it's redemption for fucking Rhea. She gets her fucking title back. Io looks strong because she's already taken out. And now Naomi and Jade are a unit going out of WrestleMania.
Okay. I like it. But since we already kind of talked about it, one of the other stories was Io's win on last night. And I have one major question, other than why the fuck would you do it? But why didn't Bianca's interference cause a disqualification? Because the ref saw her push Rhea from the back.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't like the ref was distracted. How was that not a disqualification?
I have an answer for that.
Okay.
I think I heard Jessica Carr say it on camera when she was trying to break them up. This is not how this is going to end, because this is a championship match. So
like I said, with
keep
referee's
it going.
discretion. I mean, it's not the first time it's happened. I mean, if you go back to Attitude Era and post-Attitude Era, you've seen the referees use their discretion in title matches.
Yeah.
So it wasn't really a shocker to me. I understand where you're coming from, but if Jessica was vocal on camera and it called it, then I'm okay with it.
Yeah. I must have missed that.
Yeah. But I thought at least she would throw Bianca, out or to the back, or eject her at least, and she didn't even do that.
That is the questionable call.
Yeah.
I will agree with you on that.
That's a good point.
But I think even though the title changed hands last night, I think it was done right, making Io look strong and making Rhea look strong because of the distraction. So, like I said, let's see them cook. If it's anywhere close to what I called, awesome. If it's just going to stay Io and Bianca, I don't know. Maybe it is time for Rhea to cool down on the title for a little bit and not have Liv involved.
Well, I mean, yeah, Liv was involved, but she did chase the title for a year.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of, I don't know. I mean, I will let it play out, obviously, and watch it closely. But right now, that title change doesn't sit right with me. Not that I think Io doesn't deserve it, because she fucking does. She's amazing. Io Sky is fucking amazing, but the title change just doesn't make sense to me yet.
So it's not that she doesn't deserve it. You just don't think she didn't deserve it right now.
Yeah, because I think the money match is Rhea and Bianca, even though we've seen it before. But as much as I love Io Sky, I don't know that she's a draw.
I have to agree with you on that one.
I got something that might change your guys' mind about this decision to put Io Sky over Rhea Ripley.
Okay.
Before the match, Rhea Ripley tweeted out, "I wish it didn't have to come to this, especially this way. I respect you. I love you. But today is the day I finally beat you." And she's talking about Io Sky.
Yeah.
Since 2018, they faced each other 3 times. One time in the Mae Young Classic, then on NXT for the Women's Championship. And last night on Monday Night Raw, Io Sky defeated Rhea Ripley all 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
But Rhea Ripley has not been able to defeat Io Sky. And I think they're trying to tell a bigger story or maybe push Io Sky more for some reason. So with that could be another reason why they did what they did last night on Raw.
Yeah, possible. I mean, Io definitely should be in the main event picture. I mean, she's that talented. She's amazing. If you guys don't remember Io Sky outside of anything, go back and watch her in Lucha Underground.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember. She was one of the Dark Triad.
Yes.
She was amazing then.
Just go watch any of the women in fucking Lucha Underground. Fucking Chelsea Green was a fucking beast.
Yeah, she was. But yeah, I we'll see what happens.
Yep. That's about all we can do.
One other thing I want to get your thoughts on is this is kind of a callback to Bianca's suspicious activities or the way that she was acting.
Mm-hmm.
She, whether you want to say she caught or she distracted Rhea or Rhea distracted herself, I thought it was kind of heelish what Bianca did, getting herself involved in this title match. And in my opinion, she pretty much cost Rhea Ripley the match, which is more reason for me to believe that she's definitely turning heel.
Yeah, this whole trope of having somebody involved in the peripheral of the story coming out to watch. Like, bitch, we've seen y'all watching the TV in the back from the side for the last 40 fucking years. Mm-hmm. You don't need to be out there.
Mm-hmm.
You're only out there to cause trouble. So, yeah, I mean, I'm kind of tired of that trope, but you're right. It's a heelish move.
Yep. Which further just backs up what I claim is going to happen.
Yeah. Yep.
Hope so.
All right. Well, before we move on, let's take our last commercial break, and we shall return. Let me introduce you to our new sponsor, Smackin' Sunflower Seeds. Check this out. They sent us this huge box of samples with all these amazing flavors, from traditional flavors like the OG and ranch to unique flavors like cinnamon churro and my favorite, backyard barbecue.
Absolutely, man. Let's not forget the garlic parmesan, the cracked black pepper, and my personal favorite, the maple brown sugar. It is grade A, phenomenal, my guy.
So me, Draven, and Miner all sat down, went through all these flavors. Of course, we each had our favorite, but one thing we agreed on, this is an amazing brand. If you're a sunflower seed eater, definitely need to check this out. If you're not a sunflower seed eater, you still need to check these out because they got a flavor that you like, without question. Miner's favorite was dill pickle. I like the barbecue. Use the link in the description and enjoy. All right, we are back. Oh, excuse me.
Salud.
Fucking sneezing.
You're allergic to my glory.
Yes, your shine. Yeah. Many years. What's next?
Well, we got a couple more things, and what do you guys want to do first? The Randy Orton return or the CM Punk promo?
Let's end it with the CM Punk promo.
All right.
Boy, am I gonna cook.
So at the Elimination Chamber, after the brutal Kevin Owens versus Sami Zayn unsanctioned match, Kevin Owens was going to, I think, hit Sami Zayn with the package pile driver on the exposed concrete floor.
Yeah.
But Randy Orton came back for the save and he chased off Kevin Owens. So Randy Orton is back, y'all. I think that was another big prediction that a lot of us got right. I think we all expected to see Randy Orton come back at the
100%.
Elimination Chamber, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it made sense. Not only is Randy Orton back, but so apparently is the punt kick.
Well, they teased it. They didn't actually pull the trigger on
I
it
know,
yet.
but
I
they
mean,
probably
they've done it,
will.
But they've done it before where they've teased the punt kick and they've stopped it one way or another.
Well, that was Vince before.
This is true.
I obviously a huge Randy Orton fan. Just incredible. I think that he will be the good guy to Cena's bad guy.
You think he's going to be the reason Cena turns back face?
I mean, maybe. It's so,
Makes sense.
and maybe he doesn't. Maybe Cena retires a heel.
I can't see him doing that.
I can't either, but I don't think whether he's a heel or face on the last match will stop the ovation. I think the fans are smarter than that.
I think as long as he gets away from fucking Dwayne,
Mm-hmm.
gotta be fine. All right, we're getting off kilter. Randy.
Yeah, Randy. So I thought it was funny the expression on Kevin's face when he saw Randy come, and he's like, "I know I'm getting fucked up. Oh my god, I know I'm getting fucked up. But come on,
Right?
come on, I'm getting fucked up." But
Like as soon as he heard the music, it's like, fuck.
Yeah.
And you just seem like, I fucking gotta get in the ring.
Just imagine being in how long was that match? Like 20 minutes, 25 minutes?
Right at 20 minutes.
Hardcore match. You beat the shit out of each other. And then here comes Randy Orton. Big ass Randy Orton, jack the shit. Fresh. Hasn't wrestled, hasn't nothing. Yeah. Poor
Got
Kevin.
that
Even I felt bad
perfect
for him.
amount of oil shine.
Yep.
You know,
The
and
perfect lighting.
As part of his ring gear is the fucking oil.
And that's why we can't get a lot of Randy Orton figures. They just.
Yep, absolutely.
It sucks.
It does.
Oh.
I'm so excited that he's back. I imagine it'll be him and Kevin at Mania.
That's what I'm calling.
Um,
And that's where the punt kick's going to get fucking laid out.
Yep.
The punt kick, excuse me, versus the package pile driver.
Yeah, and people have gone out for a long time from the punt kick too. So
Mhm.
it's kind of an equal thing.
Hell, fucking Mason Ryan's still out, and it's been fucking 10 years.
Yeah. No, I think it's great. I'm glad he's back. I know I assume that he beats Kevin at WrestleMania, and then he starts trying to talk sense into John.
When do you guys think we'll see Randy again?
SmackDown.
Yeah, he'll come back this week.
Yeah.
He's on the full-time schedule, so
Yeah. That and SmackDown needs some fucking star power right now.
Yeah.
Especially if Cody's going to be out with a busted eardrum. He's going to be out a couple weeks.
definitely.
Yeah, there's no way he's going to be able to deal with that pain.
Now Cody's going to be on SmackDown too.
He might be via fucking satellite or a backstage segment, but I highly doubt he's going to show up. Like
A pre-recorded
stage.
interview or something.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know, man. I never put anything that has to do with pain beyond Cody, because that torn pec Hell in the Cell was still the damnedest thing I've ever fucking seen.
True.
Like, that was unbelievable.
True.
And the difference between the start of the match and the end of the match, the amount of bruising that had, damnedest thing I've ever seen.
And let's not forget, he worked 6 days later after that fucking ladder match at Rumble. Yeah, I could see that, but still at the same time, at some point, you gotta go, oh, if it's my fucking hearing, I might need to just back it off a little bit.
Yeah, I don't know what the treatment is. Is your eardrum something that repairs itself? Like,
It takes time.
or do you have an eardrum and once it's fucked, it's gone?
It depends on the severity of it. If it's ruptured, it can heal itself. It just takes time, but you're gonna have scar tissue and a little bit of hearing loss. If it's completely blown out, surgery's the only way to fix that.
Yeah, he might just be there to say, "Hey, I have to go get surgery on this. I'll be back by WrestleMania. I'll see you."
He won't be back at WrestleMania for that surgery.
Yeah,
But like I said, maybe 2 or 3 weeks off. Doing backstage segments and shit like that. Pre-recorded stuff that's not going to be detrimental to his hearing.
yeah,
I can see that happening.
yeah, maybe so. Yeah, I don't know. How do you think it's gonna play out, Edgar?
For with Randy or for Cody?
First one, then the other.
For Randy,
I
we're gonna
guess
get
we got-
Randy versus.
I guess we got on a little tangent about the eardrum burst. So I didn't know if, obviously we're talking about Randy in this segment, but if you happen to know anything about the eardrum and what you think that's going to affect moving forward.
Yeah, I mean, I'm afraid that he's gonna have to get it fixed before he can get in the ring, because if his eardrum is fucked up, he's not gonna be able to hear. And
Yeah.
how is he going to communicate with his opponent if he can't hear? So I think that's really important. But there's no way he's going to miss Mania. So he might just be taking it real easy until then.
Yeah, I think he's going to tough it out until after Mania. I think that he deserves to go away for a while after Mania.
Mm-hmm.
He has carried that title, I think, really well. It started off kind of spotty, but I think it's grown. It's gotten
you just
better.
Saved yourself.
It started off spotty. I will 100%. But now with John turning, he's definitely the biggest babyface, in the world, depending on how good of a night Jey Uso has. I don't know. I think he toughs it out and then gets surgery after Mania. Especially if it has to get surgery already and you can't really fuck it up any worse.
But he could fuck it up worse. If it's, like I said, if it's just ruptured, just some time off.
Mm-hmm.
A few weeks. Let it heal itself up. Obviously, it's going to have medication and stuff. But if it's completely blown out, it's white noise, dude. It's not like you can't hear. It's like just pure white noise. So like your communication is going to be severely handicapped.
Yeah.
Working a match.
But what other option is there?
Keep him off TV till Mania.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. Sorry, back to Randy.
Yeah, so when it comes to Randy, definitely a one-on-one match versus Kevin Owens, but is there going to be another stipulation involved, do you guys think? Or is it just going to be a flat-out one-on-one?
Yeah, probably hardcore or street fight or whatever. There are 30 different things that mean no disqualification matches.
Yeah, I don't see it being a cage because I can't tell you the last time WrestleMania had a cage match. And it won't be Hell in a Cell because it's not that fucking serious, and they seem to want to keep the mystique of Hell in a Cell from the CM Punk Drew McIntyre match, or they want to keep that with Hell in a Cell now. So I don't see them busting that out either.
No.
I don't know. Is there a different name for a bull rope match where he can't fucking run away?
I mean, they do the wrist to wrist stuff.
Yeah, but is there any other fucking name for it, though? Is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Like, obviously, they're not going to do the dog collar thing. Triple H shot that down when they did the bull rope match with Cody last time because he wanted to do a dog collar originally.
Right.
So, I don't know. More likely, it's just going to be a no DQ, in my opinion. Maybe last man standing.
There you go.
Because if you get hit with that power driver, you get hit with that punt kick.
Yeah,
there's
no getting up.
Yeah.
Yeah, no,
I like that.
That would actually be a fun match.
Or third option, maybe an ambulance match.
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. That'd be good too.
Or a stretcher match. You know, there's all different kinds of gimmicks they could use. But really, when it comes to them two, they don't really need a gimmick such as ambulance or a stretcher match. It'd be fucking great. But the problem with a stretcher match is you gotta push them all the way up to the fucking main gate, and that bitch is fucking 100 yards down.
I don't love those for this. I like the last man standing. I think that would be fucking perfect.
Yeah, I'm good with that. Or maybe even I quit. Maybe. But it does. That one doesn't make too much sense, but it's in the same. It's the same realm.
Unconscious.
But it's in the same realm of Last Man Standing, in my opinion.
Yep.
All right.
So what's next? We had a big fucking promo last night. That's what's next.
The CM Punk promo. CM Punk was hot last night at the start of Monday Night Raw, as he should be, because he got screwed by Seth Rollins at the Elimination Chamber. CM Punk felt like he got stabbed in the back by Seth Rollins and John Cena. So when he comes out in the opening segment, he asked the fans, "Give me names. Who I'm here. I'm coming after everyone."
Right.
And I thought for sure he was just going to come out, call out Seth Rollins, but he started off cutting a promo on The Rock and John Cena, and he ripped them a freaking promo the size of yay wide. And then he cut a promo on Seth Rollins. They had a big pull apart. And I can't remember the last time a pull apart like this got holy shit and this is awesome chance. So
McIntyre,
what did you guys think about this segment here with CM Punk?
The only thing that I think about when I see those pull apart segments, that's the most cardio intensive thing you can do in wrestling. Holy shit. I've done a couple of those, and the constant pushing against other people and blown up in no time. That's the only thing I think about when I see segments like that. I'm like, oh my God.
Especially if you got security guards that are not smartened up and they're like first shoot trying to keep you back. Boy, that is fucking tiresome.
Yeah.
Let's start with the promo. I'll go ahead and let you cook.
So the promo I thought was outstanding. I mean, we're talking about one of the greatest promos, as in one who does promos of all time. I mean, he's on the Mount Rushmore of Mike Skills also. And he just fucking went ham. They called both Rock and John big bald frauds. I didn't think that he would blame Cena for what he did to win the match, because I feel like Punk would have taken the same step. Like if somebody had gotten fucked up with an interference in that situation, I feel like Punk would have made the cover also.
Oh yeah.
So I can understand him being pissed off about the heel turn. You know, for 25 plus years, you've been hyped, which I think is, preposterous since Punk has turned several times. But, the slapping on the STFU, I thought he would have been like, I understand that why you did it, but then fuck you for stabbing Cody in the back kind of thing. But no, I think he ripped into The Rock worse than anybody.
Yep.
Go on. This is your boy. Do your thing.
Yeah, but I'm about to call him out on something.
Oh shit.
So let's start at the beginning, where he's wanting names, calling names out. Of course, Pat McAfee fed him The Rock, right? And he went into that shit, and he fucking tore him a new fucking asshole. And this is where I gotta call my boy out on. All right, he's out there fucking talking about not gracing his presence because he's dealing with that shit, right? He said shit. He said shit, and I'm sure somebody took a fucking shot. Probably Castell, preferably. Get it now. Anyway, but the one thing that he said, and it didn't sit well with me, is that you had to get yourself your own fucking belt. And I immediately had flashbacks of when he was in AEW, the second return, and he pulled out the AEW title and put a big X on it. I was like, there's gonna be some backlash on that one. And I'm your boy. I'll defend you, but
that's a rough one to defend.
I'm gonna go in a battle with you, but once we get done, we're gonna have a talk about what the fuck you just said and get my ass beat. So I get that. I also get where he was coming from as far as, just naming yourself something and not earning it. I mean, depending on which side of the fence you were on, as far as that particular situation was concerned, whether he wasn't the rightful champion coming back, or there's an interim, like all that bullshit, that's up for debate. We're not here to debate that shit. That was 3 years ago now at this point. Mm-hmm. So whatever. But everything he said about Dwayne was the fucking truth, and you can't fucking argue it, right? And it just led so fluently into John Cena. And he tore him a fucking new asshole. And he kind of he went back to his old stuff in 2012 when he came back with Cult of Personality, and he was like the voice of the voiceless. And, he was just calling people out, whether babyface or heel. And he said, and I quote, "You've been saying everything about hustle, loyalty, and respect for the last 20 years when I've said the entire time you're nothing but a fraud. You can't see me, but now we can all see you for who you truly are." I was like, oh, this bitch is cooking with charcoal. Fuck gas. He is cooking with fucking hot fire tonight. Mm-hmm. And then it went right into the Seth Rollins thing. He went right into baby brother Seth Rollins. And before he could actually cut the fucking promo, that's when the fucking music hit. That's when security got involved. That's when the pull apart happened. It was beautiful. It was beautifully shot. It was beautifully done. And I guarantee you it was one of those things if Hunter said, say something about Dwayne, say something about John, and say something about Seth, and Seth is going to be your cue. I don't care what you say. I don't care how far you go. None of that shit was fucking rehearsed. None of that shit.
And he has what makes him so different and great on the mic is how fast his mind works. He never stutters, nothing. His shit just is
dude, I mean, he worked with Paul Heyman on promos from fucking OVW in 2005, all through his original WWE run that ended in 2015. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, Paul Heyman's always had his ear and worked with him on fucking mic skills. And he was great on the mic before Paul Heyman.
Oh, yeah.
Paul Heyman just gave him that next step to turn him. If Roman's God mode as far as a professional athlete and how he carries himself there, Paul Heyman gave CM Punk God mode on the mic.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. He's special on the mic, no doubt.
Mm-hmm. But the one thing I have an issue on that's culminated into next week being the Garden match in the cage. What are we going to do with them for WrestleMania? Is it going to be like where they both come out the cage at the same time? If it's going to be one of those things where Seth actually gets the win over and now you got to have the rubber match at Mania? Or is it one of those things where fucking Logan Paul interjects?
I got an idea.
I'm listening.
Roman Reigns. He comes back at the cage match at Madison Square Garden and probably sets up a triple threat match for Mania.
Yeah, but what does that do for Logan Paul? Because they've been really egging on the CM Punk Logan Paul thing.
Yeah.
No way that's going to be a tag match between Seth, Logan, Roman, and Punk.
No.
That's two separate singles matches. So if that's the case, let me cook on that. You do the steel cage match. You have Logan Paul call CM Punk the cage match. Mm-hmm. Seth escapes. But that's when Roman's music hits. That's when Roman goes after his ass. That's where the security's got to break them motherfuckers up. At this point, Seth's fucking running. At this point, fucking Punk and Paul's in the fucking cage, fucking fighting. They're trying to get that fucking broke up. Total fucking chaos, right? Mm-hmm. The following week on Raw, Adam Pearce comes out and says that Roman Reigns is suspended. He comes out and says Logan Paul is suspended. He says CM Punk suspended. And he says Seth Rollins is not. Right? Seth comes out and says, no, bullshit. I may have dealt with fucking Punk, but I want Roman at Mania. I want to slaughter the king at the grandest stage of them all. I want to humble him. And let Adam Pearce actually, poke the bear a little bit. It's like, we gave you a chance a couple of years ago at Royal Rumble when you impersonated the Shield and you couldn't get the job done. What makes you think you can get the job done now? Because Seth has nothing left to lose. All right. So we get the Rumble. We get the Mania. These matches are made official. You got Roman, Seth. You got Punk, Paul. Put one on one night, one on the other night. All right. Have Punk and Paul go first on night one. Because let's face it, anything Roman's going to be on night two. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Punk goes over. Crowd goes home happy from that particular match.
Okay.
Night two, during that match, Punk cost Seth the match.
Okay.
All right. Seth is infuriated.
Mm-hmm.
Adam Pearce won't give him the match again. We get an unhinged, post-authority figure-ish kind of gimmick of Seth Rollins. No more of the fancy duds. No more stealing Becky Lynch's fucking clothes. He's become the Kingslayer gimmick again, basically. And he goes on this fucking tirade, similar to how Drew McIntyre and CM Punk did that whole feud leading up into the first match at SummerSlam. That's where the first match will be. They can't get him Money in the Bank because they cost each other the match. It's just total fucking chaos. Adam Pearce trying to get Seth to go to SmackDown, trying to keep Punk over here, trying to keep them completely separated. It's not going to work. The only way to fucking finish it, Hell in a Cell, SummerSlam, Seth Rollins, CM Punk, the rubber match. Seth won the cage match, theoretically, in my mind. Punk won Raw Netflix. They're 1-1. Let them fucking finish each other off in Hell in a Cell.
So how do we get to Punk Paul from that scenario? Since that is what you're thinking about for Mania.
I'm not even thinking about the favor.
Oh yeah, the favor.
The favor's always going to be there. So, if they had to get it out real quick, that's it. But because Logan Paul cost CM Punk the cage match and allowed Seth Rollins to get out, Punk wants Logan Paul at WrestleMania. They go back and forth a little bit, build it up. They work night one. That's how you get there. It's as simple as having Logan Paul cost CM Punk the cage match, and now they're at 1-1, which sets them up later down the line. If I called it right, Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam, which would be a hell of a fucking match. And for, all intents and purposes, let's say fucking Gunther drops the title to Punk. Put the title on the line. But who leaves?
I don't know. Do you think Punk is going to get any, decent title runs?
Maybe an IC title. I don't see him winning the world title for any more than 30 days.
Okay.
I mean, as reliable as he is, there's guys that are more fit that description, more fits that bill that needs to be world champion.
Mm-hmm.
And let's call it now. Jey Uso is going to walk out the world champion at fucking Mania this year. There's no doubt in my fucking mind. And it's a face versus face match. CM Punk gets the best of fucking Jey Uso.
Yeah.
All right. It's going to happen. As far as, if that particular segment runs.
Yeah, I agree.
But again, who leaves the cell with the title if that's the case?
Logan Paul.
Who do you think is going to win Money in the Bank? Whoever wins Money in the Bank cashes in mid fucking match, similar to how fucking Seth Rollins did, and say it's Roman Reigns.
For that belt, though?
He's on Raw now.
Yeah, I guess so.
The world title's on Raw. Make that title relevant by putting it on your biggest fucking star. Roman walks out. It's still stuck at 1-on-1.
Nice. I could definitely play. Absolutely. What do you think, Edgar?
Dude, the possibilities are fucking endless. I mean, going back to the CM Punk promo, he pretty much opened up the door for, CM Punk versus Cena at some point. He came after The Rock. What if we get that big rematch, The Rock versus CM Punk?
It's going to be the drizzling shits as like the first two matches.
I'd pay to see it.
I mean, I'm not saying it's not going to draw money, but if you are expecting fucking barn burners when the first two matches were dog shit, don't expect much.
So, I mean, yeah, we're gonna get Seth versus CM Punk. We know that much, but we don't know how this shit is gonna play out, man. And it's gonna be dope. I can't wait to see what happens.
I'll
We
tell you
gotta
what,
wait a
next
few more days though.
next Tuesday night, Raw's going to be over. We're going to have an answer one way or another. If it's exactly how I fucking ran that shit, shut the fuck up about the John Cena heel turn. Thank you.
Still the biggest.
I'm not
call
debating that.
ever.
I'm not debating that. This motherfucker has a chapter and verse, minute and fucking second of the fucking video clip.
Hey, because nobody else did. It didn't matter that y'all didn't, but nobody else called it like that. I don't give a fuck what fucking Vince Russo fucking said.
Nobody gives a shit what fucking shit stain says. Nobody.
What is he claiming that he called it?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
It's probably the one thing on this earth that both Corny and fucking Russo would agree on. I mean, Corny called it like 2 weeks ago on his podcast that Cena was the one turning heel. So, again, something else you two have in common. I gotta poke the bear.
Well, on that, I think it's time to close out for the night. Do the pleasantries, sir.
Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget to buy all of your merchandise at CornetteCollectibles.com.
Why don't you see if you can co-host his shit? How about that?
Hey, here we go.
I've tried. I don't want to talk politics and shit. I just want to talk wrestling with them. Ladies and gentlemen, don't forget that this coming up Sunday will be not talking shit, heel shit with your boys Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, where we will discuss some sort of subject we'll release later this week. Thursday night is the return of talking shit. We are back on schedule, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry I had an anniversary. I had marital things to attend to, up to and including Ruth Chris. Thank you for the recommendation. Almost $300 fucking later. Fuck you.
Hey, bro.
We'll talk about it off air. But yeah, we're back on schedule this week. Check us out. 8 p.m. for Talking Shit. 11 a.m. Sunday for Heel Shit Podcast. Don't forget to hit all the socials, whether it be Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, the Talkie Tick. We might have MySpace back up. I'm not sure yet. Don't forget to hit up our boy Edgar. Edgar, plug your shit.
Yeah, don't forget to check me out on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. The Snug Wrestling Podcast, SNUG. And also follow me on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok at Snug Wrestling. And leave a star rating and leave a review.
Hell yeah.
Absolutely, 100%. And ladies and gentlemen, do not forget the merch.
The merch
Is fucking beautiful. As always, we have the Hill Shit Podcast merchandise. We have the Forbidden Kingdom merchandise. Dark Cordz, Draven Grimes, Ripper Ruiz. We have Ripper Ruiz merch. It's fucking amazing. You need to put the new shirt out soon. As well as the Fuck Logan Paul shirt, which again is 2 cents off of his original price. Because I'm trying to get that shit out there. I want to see as many Fuck Logan Paul shirts at WrestleMania as possible, preferably in the Hulk Hogan yellow brother. And with that, I think there's only one thing left to do, my good man. If you would do the pleasantries of taking us Boom.
I can do that. So, for Edgar from Snug Wrestling and Draven Grimes, I'm Dark Cordz. This has been Heel Shit. Why do we call it that? Because bad guys do heel shit. Hey.
John Cena sucks.
Heel Shit Podcast, where the bad boys